Hi, my name is John Walker. I live in Jacksonville, Florida with my wife and two kids. Sorry I have to come to you via YouTube today. My webcam is acting funny, so you'll have to bear with me. Let's see, I did my undergrad at Ohio U from an education background. I've been teaching mostly second grade for about the last 10 years. Um, so just starting off onto something new. Well, let me show you my project. Hope you like it, and I appreciate any feedback you can give me. Okay, so a little information about my project. I'm doing a welcome packet for Most Holy Redeemer Catholic Church, and so of course I wanted to be friendly, to be inviting, and so this cover was a little difficult for me. I was trying to find the right balance between friendliness and keeping it beautiful and aesthetically pleasing, and so I think I've finally got the nice balance. This after my fourth or fifth try. At first um, I had used that's picture of the chapel on the left-hand side you see in the text, and I had that kind of on top and then gradient down into um, white and the text. But I think this has worked out better for me in the long run. So I'm fairly happy, I think, with this. I just use a little bit of feedback to see if I'm on the right track or not. Now, also, another thing about this parish is that it serves both English and Spanish-speaking people. And so one of the main challenges I had was trying to figure out how to relate to both parties in a accessible way and make it accessible to both languages. And so on this page you can see I have an English side, a Spanish side, and a sidebar with all the contact information. I've tried to make it so that all of the English is in one kind of type, all of the Spanish is in italics. I'm not sure if that's a good way to go or not, because I'm afraid that the italics are not going to be as readable for Spanish-speaking folks. And so I'm just wanting a little feedback on what you all think about whether I should try using a different font or a different color, or what do you think would work best. Another feature that you might notice is the stained glass windows. That's kind of a motif that I've tried to weave throughout the entire pamphlet, and so you can see little subtle hints of stained glass even in the sidebar there. This is a map of the grounds and facilities, and so I took a image from Google Maps and created this on Illustrator, and so again it's just got a little bit of information, both English and Spanish. I've done the English on top, Spanish on the bottom. Had a little trouble working with the styles on this and nested styles, but I think I've got it down. My main issue with this page was the spacing and specifically with the heading too, if that looks clunky or if it works okay. Um, and if it's easy to understand and easily navigable, because obviously I don't want it to be hard on the end user. Um, and so coming up on this next page, this is a listing of the parish ministries and ways that people can get involved. And again, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for people to find something that interests them and to find the information both in English and in Spanish. So I'm not sure whether I should have gone with an English section, a Spanish section, or what I did here was kind of combine so that the ministry is all in one little block there with a little bit of Spanish, a little English. Um, well, I'm kind of unsure about all that right now, honestly. I'm afraid it'd be a little too long if I did it the other way. This next page is about the sacraments, and this one is a little easier because there's less information to give, but I had English on top, Spanish on bottom again for each one of these sacraments, and a little information about how to access all of this. And on this final page that we're coming to right now, this is the back cover. Uh, this is one I've had a couple of different ideas with too that I've fiddled around with. At first I must have been fascinated with the feather because I had that picture with almost a fade into the white and with the information, but I took away the feather, and I'm not sure which looks best. And also I've left a little space here to add names for sponsors and things like that. And so mainly I could just use some feedback